Hi students, in the previous class we discussed about the test for convergence of the given series using the limit form of comparison test and pretest. Now we will see some more problems on the limit form of comparison test. Test for convergence of sigma n equal to 1 to infinity 2 power n plus 3 by 3 power n plus 1 whole power 1 by 2, right? So given that what is un? Un is the generalized nth term whatever present beside this sigma, right? So given that un is equal to 2 power n plus 3 by 3 to the power n plus 1 whole to the power 1 by 2. Already in the last class we discussed how can we write Vn term. Vn is nothing but the maximum power or maximum degree of n present in the numerator of un by maximum degree of n available in the denominator, right? So Vn is, in the previous sums, n square, n cube, otherwise cube root of n are present. But here if you observe, the term n involved in the numerator is in form of 2 power n. So take it as 2 power n. The term involved, that means n term involved in the denominator is 3 to the power n whole to the power 1 by 2. Take like that. So it is nothing but, no need to simplify it. Apply limit n tends to infinity un by vn. Limit n tends to infinity, what is un? 2 power n plus 3 by 3 power n plus 1 whole power 1 by 2 by 1 by vn means it becomes the reverse 3 power n by 2 power n whole to the power 1 by 2. So which is limit n tends to infinity. Taking common 2 power n from the numerator, it becomes 2 power n whole power 1 by 2 is there. Similarly, taking common 3 power n from the denominator, it becomes 3 to the power n whole power 1 by 2, right? So after that, 1 plus 3 by 2 power n by 1 plus 1 by 3 power n whole to the power 1 by 2 into 3 power n by 2 power n whole to the power half. Right? So 2 power n whole power n gets cancelled with this one. 3 power n whole power half cancel with this one. Now apply as n tends to infinity. As n tends to infinity, both 2 power n and 3 power n both are also tends to infinity, because 2 power 1 1, 2 square 4, 2 cube 8, 2 power 4 16. As powers of 2 are increasing, 2 power n value also increasing. As n tends to infinity, 2 power n and 3 power n both are also tends to infinity. So 3 by infinity becomes 0, which is 1 plus 0 by 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. It is L value not equal to 0 and it is also finite value, right? So limit n tends to infinity un by vn is a finite non-zero value by limit form of comparison test. Summation un and summation vn are either convergent or divergent. Either both the series are convergent, otherwise both the series are divergent. Now we see the nature of Vn. What is Vn here? Summation 2 power n by 3 power n whole to the power half. We can write like that. See here, this half can be written as square root of 2 by 3 whole to the power n, right? Is, first of all, it is in the form of summation r power n. Summation a r power n, we call it as geometric series sigma a r power n is convergent if modulus of r value is less than 1, otherwise it is divergent. So here a value is 1. What about r value? R is square root of 2 by 3. 2 by 3 value is less than 1. Square root of 2 by 3 is also less than 1. So that it is convergent by geometric series. For r is equal to square root of 2 by 3, which is less than 1, implies because Vn is convergent, series Un is also convergent. Right? Summation Un, what is Un? 2 power n plus 3 by 3 power n plus 1 whole power half. Therefore, given series is convergent, right? So in the previous class we discussed about limit form of comparison test by using the p-test, but here we are using limit form of comparison test along with geometric series, right? Next one, test for convergence of summation n is equal to 1 to infinity square root of n power 4 plus 1 minus root of n power 4 minus 1, right? The previous sum, it is a different one. This is also a different one. Whenever Un including some square root of first term minus square root of second term, first we have to rationalize it. After rationalizing it, then we will apply the limit form of comparison test. Given that, so what is Un? The term beside this summation sigma symbol is nothing but Un, which is square root of n power 4 plus 1 minus square root of n to the power 4 minus 1. Now first rationalize it. Root square root of n to the power 4 plus 1 minus square root of n to the power 4 minus 1. To rationalize this one, it is in the form of a minus b. So to rationalize it, we have to multiply and divide by a plus b form. So which is n power 4 plus 1 plus root n power 4 minus 1 by square root of n to the power 4 plus 1 plus square root of n to the power 4 minus 1. In the numerator, first one is in the form of a minus b, second term is in the form of a plus b. A minus b into a plus b is nothing but a square minus b square. So root n to the power 4 plus 1 whole square minus square root n power 4 minus 1 whole square by denominator term n power 4 plus 1 plus n power 4 minus 1. Square root and square gets cancelled. N power 4 plus 1 minus n power 4 minus of minus. It becomes plus. It gets cancelled. 1 plus 1 is 2 by root n power 4 plus 1 plus root n power 4 minus 1. Now take Vn. How can we take Vn? The maximum power of n involved in the numerator, there is no n involved in the numerator, that is degree 0, otherwise take the constant 1. By in the denominator take the maximum power of n involved in the denominator, it is n power 4 but square root is there. So we have to take root n power 4. It is nothing but 1 by n square. Now apply the limit n tends to infinity un by vn. Limit n tends to infinity, what is un? 2 by square root of n power 4 plus 1 plus square root of n power 4 minus 1. un by vn means 1 by vn, 1 by n square, it is into n square. So limit n tends to infinity. Taking common n power 4 from the denominator, but it is a square root is there. Root n power 4 becomes n square. Square root of 1 plus 1 by n square plus square root of 1 minus 1 by n square into n square. It gets cancelled. As n tends to infinity, 1 by n tends to 0, root 1 plus root 1, it is 2 by 2, 1. L not equal to 0, this 1 is a finite non-zero value, right? So by comparison test, sigma un and sigma vn have the same nature. Right? So either both are convergent, otherwise both are divergent. Now we see sigma vn nature. What is vn here? Vn is nothing but 1 by n square. Is convergent. Which test we are using here? It is in the form of 1 by n power p. In the place of p, 2 is there. For p is equal to 2, value is greater than 1, implies sigma un is also convergent. Right? What is sigma un? Un is nothing but root n power 4 plus 1 minus root n power 4 minus 1. It is nothing but sigma un, that means given series. Thus, given series is convergent, right? Now is the next sum. Test for convergence of sigma n plus 1 whole inverse n power minus half. Here the limits for n value is not given, so indirectly, otherwise by default we have to take n is equal to 1 to infinity, right? Given that un is equal to n plus 1 whole inverse into n power minus half, which can be written as 1 by n plus 1 into n power half, otherwise it can be written as root n. Now take vn is equal to maximum power of n included in the numerator, there is no n term involved in the numerator, right? So we have to take it as a constant, otherwise take it as n power 0. By the maximum power of n involved in the denominator, outside the square root we have n power 1 is there. So n into, inside the square root, root n is there. So it is nothing but 1 by n power 3 by 2. Right? So consider limit n tends to infinity un by vn. Limit n tends to infinity un is n plus 1 into root n. 1 by vn means 1 by n power 3 by 2. It goes to numerator into n power 3 by 2. Now taking common maximum power of n from the denominator, that is n into 1 plus 1 by n into root n, in the numerator n power 3 by 2. It cancels with these two terms. As n tends to infinity, 1 by 1 plus 0, 1, it is not equal to 0 and 1 is a finite value, implies by limit form of comparison test, both summation un and summation vn have the same nature. Means either both are convergent, otherwise both are divergent. Now we discuss about the nature of Vn. What is Vn here? 1 by n power 3 by 2. It is either in the form of 1 by n power p, otherwise summation r power n. But it is in the form of 1 by n power p. What is p value? 3 by 2. So is convergent. For p is equal to 3 by 2. 3 by 2 means 1.5. Value is greater than 1 by p test. Implies summation un is also convergent. Therefore, given series is convergent. Right? Next some test for convergence of summation sine of 1 by n. Right? Till now we are discussing the problems summation some function of n, that n is a rational form, p by q form, both in numerator and denominator, otherwise only in the denominator n is involved. But here it is a different problem, which is sine of 1 by n. Some trigonometric functions are involved. You can concentrate on if any formula is there relating to limit of sine. We know that limit n tends to infinity sine of 1 by n by 1 by n is equal to 1. Otherwise, I think you know this formula. Limit n tends to infinity sine n by n is equal to, limit n tends to 0, sine n by n is equal to 1. Right? Otherwise, I think you study like this, which is limit theta tends to 0, sine theta by theta equal to, take Vn is equal to 1 by n. Right? Given that what is un? Un is sine of 1 by n. Now apply limit form of comparison test. Limit n tends to infinity un by vn. It is, what is un value? Sine of 1 by n by 1 by n. As n tends to infinity, sine of 1 by n by 1 by n is equal to 1. Right? So because it is equal to 1, L value not equal to 0. It is not 1 by theta. Sorry. It is just sin theta by theta. Right? As 1 by theta tends to infinity, theta tends to 0. That's it. Here as n tends to infinity, 1 by n tends to 0. By limit form of comparison test, both series summation un and summation vn have the same nature. Either both are convergent or both are divergent. What is vn? Summation vn is summation 1 by n. It is in the form of 1 by n power p. What is the p value? P value is 1. So, by using p-test, is divergent for p is equal to 1 by p-test. Because summation vn is divergent, summation un is also divergent. What is un? Un is nothing but sine of 1 by n. So summation sine of 1 by n is divergent. That is, given series sigma sine of 1 by n is divergent. Right? Now with this, the problems on limit form of comparison test are completed. Right? Thank you.